Hello again. So I reviewed the footage and I've made some adjustments. Hopefully the game sound won't be quite as loud as the first video. It wasn't as humiliating as I thought it might be, so I'm a little more confident in this. Not extremely, but I'm using a pop filter now. I had one, but I wasn't using it, and every time I laughed in that first video, I would like blow the fucking speakers out. So hopefully that shouldn't be happening anymore. I did take a couple of notes that, I don't know, you guys might find interesting. I don't really have anything else to talk about, so it's fine. Yeah, I'm still in peaceful. We'll change that before we head out. Probably not going to be recording for very long because I am going to be hanging out with some friends tonight. In Minecraft, actually. We're doing some modded stuff together. So, yeah. First of all, I apologized for the shitty quality of the video. I would like to officially rescind that. I'm taking it back. I think it's best to set our expectations realistically here. I am not a person who will very frequently be motivated to edit something, and would be motivated even less frequently to, well, no, I think editing is pretty much the big one that I'm not motivated to do. But I'm also not motivated to like get like soundproofing and like, you know, like professional shit. I think this is just going to be like a hobby thing. Not even like a trying to gain a following thing. If I meet some people by doing this, that'll be cool, but not planning on it. It's just sort of like a thing that I find fun. So up front, I'm gonna say there's probably gonna be like background noise. Luckily my speakers weren't echoing in that first video. The Minecraft game was just very loud compared to my voice, so I adjusted some audio levels and hopefully that's better in addition to the pop filter. As well as that, you're going to be hearing some background noises, like, you know, like my clickety-clack and clicking, and probably my chair squeaking as well. And that's just sort of the nature of this beast that you've decided to click on. Either that or I've sent this to you. Sorry if that's the case. You're gonna notice a lot of these, like, there was, in the last video, I stared at like a cobblestone slab over there for like a full second and then didn't comment on it. You're gonna notice a lot of these, they're like 1 by 1 by 2 holes that I would actually rather have the full block. I'm kind of using as my own makeshift honeypots for monsters to spawn in, because I know for a fact that this isn't completely lit up. Well, most of it might be, if I'm lucky, but I know monsters still spawn. I mean, hell, over there it was a shit show last time. You know, like, there was 2 skeletons, like, slapping my ass around, and there was a spider that jumped on me, and yeah. This whole map's like that. Pretty much every Minecraft map is like that, unless it's like adventure mode. But yeah, playing these has really given me an acute sense of like Minecraft spawning mechanics, because there are some weird quirks to it. Like, they're just going to fill up the space. No, they're like liquid. They'll fill up the space with the same amount of mob cap. Like, the mob cap is the same amount of monsters regardless of what the space they're filling is. So, if there was like a 2x2 area that was totally pitch black, and everything else around it in the like surrounding like 30 or 60 blocks, however far it is, I don't know the numbers exactly, if everything was lit except for those 4 blocks, there would just be a fucking huge monster party going on in here, like 20 something guys in this small space. And in recent versions of Minecraft, they've added some things to make that suck a little less. If something is crammed into a 1x1, it'll instantly die. I know in one of Dream's videos there was this Minecraft trick that there was this minecart trick that he used to kill his friend, and it was like he just like put a bunch of where the fuck did you go? Oh, there you are. The 2D sprites are a little weird to get used to when, you know, it's like 1.16 currently when I'm recording this. And alright, all lit up. Seems a little more equidistant. I might have just put it back on the same block. Let me know in the comments. Like, favorite, subscribe. Smash that like button. So, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah. He put a bunch of minecarts in this 1x1 hole. And so when any living entity fell in it, it would count, it would know, the game knew that there was a lot of entities crammed into one space, and so it would be assuming that those were living entities. And so the thing that got added to Minecraft is that any living entities will get killed if there's an overcrowded block. I think that's new. It might be a part of this game, too. And the reason I'm playing 1.2 is because that's the version that this map came out in. And I like to play legacy versions of Minecraft for older CTMs, like, for example, Legendary and Kaizo Caverns. I play those on beta 1.7 because I don't know, it just feels weird and wrong for me to be playing those maps with a hunger bar and sprinting and like enchanting and shit. I'm like, it just doesn't vibe right. Doesn't feel natch. And that's probably just due to the amount of like Let's Plays that I've watched that were made in that time period. Just took a sip of water. As I mentioned, there was a lot of people in 2011 that I watched. I probably watched them closer to 2012 to 14, back when the Minecraft YouTube bubble was really popping off with Minecraft and Sky Does Minecraft and shit, but which it's embarrassing. But yeah, I liked to go back to their old Vex map Let's Plays from, you know, 2011 and 12, and really just like check them out and see what the energy was. And I really like it. It's like, you know, like one or several people against the world. And it's just, it really appeals to my adventurous spirit. Which is why I spend most of the time hiding and running around in peaceful mode. As you can tell, I'm very adventurous. But I actually have completed a lot of CTMs. I've played a lot. I've completed some. I realize now that I never actually listed them in the last video, and I still haven't gotten a list, like, because I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me. I was just like, why not record the second video immediately? And so I did. I'm just kind of riding that wave tonight, you feel? I've completed Sea of Flame 2. I've completed Fertile Skies 2. I've gotten decently far but not completed both Kaizo Caverns and Legendary. I've never played this map until, like, I started it, which I never mentioned was not recently. I've actually only just started playing this map again. I got the first 2 wolves and the farm supplies recently. I did that yesterday. But the disco fuck pain dance of dying and restarting the map over and over again, that actually took place in late 2019, I think. So I got the timeline kind of wrong in the last video when I said it was like a couple years ago that I was playing Infernal Sky 2. Turns out a couple years ago I was playing this map, and a couple years before that I was playing Infernal Sky 2. Time is weird. But anyway, yeah, I've completed Isolation, Vex's second newest map. Second most new. That one was pretty good. I liked it. I started Super Hostile Delania, the one that he made with a bunch of mods, and I I'm not a fan of that one so far, and that's mostly just because of the unreliability of mods and like how they work. There's just been a lot of really frustrating bugs that I've been encountering, and the world feels very unnecessarily large and empty. Cave sounds. Like, I love that cave sounds are playing. Like, yeah, there's a big cave, it's called the Void. You best start believing in caves. You're in one. So, that'll really hurt for me to listen back on the pirate accent. I don't think that was prudent of me to whip out immediately when I'm still very shy and vulnerable in this kind of thing. But anyway, didn't like Delania. Haven't finished it though, so I don't think that's a very valid opinion yet. I would like to complete it before I actually give full criticism on it. But as it stands, I'm taking a break from that map because the mods are too buggy and the world is very unnecessarily large and empty in between the really cool dungeons. Like, the dungeons are fucking awesome in Delania, but yeah, I don't know. This isn't about Delania. This is the Nightmare Realm. So, I'm keeping all of this fire that happened while I was dying over here, because it lights up the area and hurts monsters. So someday I know that I'm going to step into a fire and hurt myself, but until then, I think it's a very brained idea. Very smart and wise of me, if you ask me. So I almost completed Inferno Mines. When it was like first released, I almost finished it. I got really far. And now I don't have that save file, and I don't know why. I think I just deleted it. I don't know why I did that. I guess I was figuring like, I don't really know what's going on anymore in that map, so I'll just start over. Which is foolish of me, but I did it, so I'll replay that someday. I've never tried Waking Up. I watched Paul Source Jr. play that, but I have no memory of it, except for like a couple areas might ring bells. Is it Lanegral or Lethamyr? The one open world map I've done? I think it's Lethamyr. It's the continental map. The first and only of its kind. I have all of the Super Hostiles saved on my computer to play eventually. Even the old ones like Black Desert and Black Desert 2, neither of which are currently in circulation. You can still download them in the Legacy Pack, but they're not official at the moment. They're discontinued. I've done Canopy Carnage and the Endless Sea, I think it's called. It's Endless Deep, maybe? The ocean one, the underwater one, which those two aren't Super Hostiles in the contemporary sense. They're very, very early concepts of Super Hostiles. They're not nearly as polished as other reworked early ones, such as Sea of Flame and Infernal Sky. They're just sort of survival maps that Vex put wool in later, you know? So I did those. Basically, I've done all the easy maps, except Sunburn Islands. I've never done them. I very, very vaguely recall watching part of a dev commentary Vex made with somebody else. My apologies to her for forgetting her name. But I remember I got far enough to get to the main base in Sunburn Isles. And I've got the brown wool, which is just like buried on the starter island because Vex likes to be a funny jokester, haha man, when it comes to brown wool. And that's pretty much my experience. I watched Zombie Cleo play this map, but I remember almost nothing except very importantly, I think it might be this one? I remember the Silverfish dungeon. Not that one that we visited last episode, but the area that is entirely made out of silverfish blocks and full of silverfish spawners with, well, I won't spoil it further than that, but it's a little wacky, it's a little crazy. Clearly there's a wool over there. That's a dungeon, clearly. That's something. And that's kind of all I can see with my little eyes. So yeah, that's that. So I won't be eating the microphone anymore, thank God. That was difficult to listen to. The rest of it's fine. I mean, my voice is shaky and kind of quiet. It doesn't really sound like me, but no recording ever sounds like you think it will, and I accept that. I'm comfortable with that. And I'm not usually super shy as a person, so I'll probably open up as things go. Look at me, I'm already talking as if I'm going to continue this. I mean, I would like to. We'll see though. I sound like a 14-year-old. I realize now. I sound like a fucking baby. For anyone who doesn't personally know me that's watching this, I'm a 21-year-old male, and I just look and sound like I'm just graduating middle school. Like sophomore year of high school, 10th grade at best. So that's my cross to bear. And let me check the time. I've been going for a while now, but I don't know. I feel kind of weird leaving it like this, so I think as a special little treat. Oh. Goodness. Thank you. Gracious. Passing fine wheat thou'st giveth. I think I'm going to check out that down area from the Silverfish dungeon. I'm gonna take less than half my torches. I'll take this. This seems like an acceptable amount of building blocks to lose. I'll take 2 breads. What the hell? I'll take the bow too. And there we go. We're back in action. I actually don't know if it's better for it to be daytime or nighttime in this kind of environment, because like I don't know if it gets it. I don't know if Advanced Plays by Brad. So I don't know if I'm going to go by, if I actually do this, if I actually put this on YouTube, I don't know if I'm actually going to go by my real name or by a fake name or by my username. Like, I don't know if I'll call myself Ever or something like that for Ever Walrus, just to make it like shorter, because Ever Walrus is kind of a mouthful. I don't know if I said this. We're going to check out the down of the orange tower, the Ribbon Spire. Uh-oh. Well, this is fine. Yeah, this is okay. I should check really quick. Okay, they're not silverfish. I hear one though. Uh-oh. Found you. Oh, they know me. They found me. I can't... Oh, geez. Oh, geez. What is in here? Flint steel. Oh! This is huge. This is huge, actually. I can't die. Now, you might be wondering, Brad, why, or whatever the fuck, whatever you want to call me. I really don't care. You might be wondering, why would you take everything if you think you might die? I mentioned in my previous video, the recap of, like, you know, how we got here, that I am a reckless bastard. And this is true of all things, not just wool. So that is definitely going to be minimized. I'll be much more cautious in this map, but probably not as much as I should be. And that is a lesson that I have yet to learn in my life. I keep forgetting to block this off. So, good news, we're alive. Bad news, I don't know what to do with all this flint and steel. We've got food. We've got food. And more importantly, we've got, like, hella tools. Like, huge tooledness. Wheated. We are wheated. Officially. I'm going to... So, I'm not going to use this tunnel, but if I do, I'm going to do this, so I don't have to go inside of my crops anymore. I think that was a flawed plan, a flawed system, and I'll just put those two there, just to differentiate it from the rest. And yeah, that's... I'm gonna need a second chest. Look at me, I'm Mr... They call me Mr. Moneybags. And yeah, that's that. We're looking good. So, okay. Once again, hope this was pleasant. Hope you liked it. And I'll see you in the next video? Maybe. Alright. See ya. Have a good day.